Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a Tarot Oracle reading for the full moon on July 29th, and you, Scorpio, are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not in Scorpio, we all have a little bit of Scorpio in us somewhere. If you do have your birth chart, which sign is, or which house is Scorpio in, that will give you further clarity where this shows up for you. And this is also a timely reading, so if you're watching at this time, it is perfect for you. All right, we do have the energy of the full moon. We have the Lovers card here. So this full moon on July 29th for the Scorpio energy. This could be saying that if you're looking for love, you're in the right place or in the right time. This is talking, the sun is shining on this. This is a divine partnership that has been anointed by God, by the Most High. And this sometimes this cloud between the two lovers here can represent that this is someone you've never met, or it can be someone definitely that you have not had a previous relationship with intimately in that way. Could be someone you know or know of, but you haven't had them as a significant other. Hello, Stella. Hello, you want to go out, I know, after this reading. So the energy is talking about, like the full moon energy, you may have noticed can be very emotional when there's a full moon, and we generally will feel that energy three days before and after. I'm doing a new spread here because I want to focus on the energy just of the full moon itself and the days preceding and after. And so this energy is talking about the full moon we have on the 29th is in the sign of Aquarius. So the Aquarius full moon energy is focused right now on individualism, like being an individual, but at the same time caring about what the group wants. So it's including the group to make decisions, but at the same time, Aquarius very much does value their individuality. And when there's a full moon, the sign that is opposing the energy that's directly across the horoscope wheel from Aquarius is Leo. And so Leo is in the position of the sun, and it is talking about the Leo energy is shining, the sun, the opposing energy is shining light on the Aquarius energy. And it's interesting because the Leo energy very much cares about their individuality. And the Leo energy tends to be like a leadership type personality. This is the way they're built, and it's a very fiery sign. They have a tendency to want to be the leader of a group and have everybody follow what they say. So this is the kind of the conflict between the Aquarius full moon and the sun being Leo being in the sun sign. It's shining light on anything hidden, any illusions in the full moon. So we'll look further here. This energy is talking about, the Lovers card is about, definitely it can be romantic love, but when tarot first began, the Lovers card was more about who do you choose to have in your inner circle. So this could be anyone that you love as well. If you're not looking for love, it could represent, family members, friends, something you love to do, something you love to be, that type of energy. It could be a business that you love doing, or your children, whatever that is. The Aquarius energy we have at the top here, and we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords energy, out of the four queens, she is the most independent, and she's considered maybe the coldest of all four queens. She's been there, done that, and she has the t-shirt. She is not in the mood for bullshit at all. She is someone who has her head above the clouds, saying that she now has clarity of what she wants and what she doesn't want. She does have her left hand out, so she's willing to receive, But she's saying, if you want to come near me, you want to consult with me, you want to start a project with me, you had better come in correct, or don't bother talking to me at all. She's not in the mood for bullshit. Quite often the Queen of Swords can represent someone that is newly divorced or separated. Someone who's very independent, and as I said, she does have clarity of what she wants in her life. And if you bring any bullshit towards her that she doesn't want, off with your head. She's not in the mood. And then we have this energy here of the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is representing the element of fire. And the element of fire, the wands are made of wood, so the wood fuels the fire. So it's talking about taking passionate action. This card has been coming up a lot in these full moon readings. It's talking about someone who's basically standing at the turret of their castle, and they're overlooking their domain, and they have the world in their hands. But they come from a very small place. And so they're starting to feel a little bit like a big fish in a little pond, and they're wanting to expand and wanting to expand their horizons. Quite often this can have to do with like entrepreneur energy. It always reminds me of someone who has planted one wand where they are, and they've been really successful. But they want to expand that success, and they realize that where they're living right now, it's not, there's not enough people. And so they either have to expand online or, go global that way, or it's crossing the waters. Sometimes this can represent talking to people overseas, maybe wanting to expand a business in that way, franchises. Sometimes this can even mean changing location for yourself. This energy can also talk about someone who has been putting a lot of, their energy, their time, money, and energy into a business, or getting, their lifestyle in order, making sure that their bank account is solid so that they can start a family. And maybe this is talking about wanting new love to come into your life, and starting a family and moving forward in that way. We also have, or it could just be a new business, or just even wanting new love in your life, just to round it out so you have someone to share everything with. Now we have the Hierophant energy, and the Hierophant is representing justice, and justice is coming down from the spiritual to the physical world. The Hierophant represents traditional structure. So if you're a religious person, this would represent your religion, the leaders of your religion, the energy, that type of energy. It would be, like a guru, rabbi. This could be a pope, bishop, cardinal, whatever your religion is or your church is. This is bringing that energy down from the spiritual realm. And if you're more on the spiritual side and you connect with source energy through meditation and prayer, and you like to go straight to the divine and not use an intermediary, that's talking about that meditation and prayer connecting you to God and being able to bring this justice, this judgment down to the 3D world. And this is talking about the energy of the courts around the world, like our legal systems, law and order, the courts, judges, all of that type of energy. And we do have the Hierophant has his right hand in the form of a blessing. And this is saying if you're on the right side of the law, that this will be a blessing for you. If you're on the wrong side of the law, well, you've been caught, or whatever you have, you've been caught both on the spiritual realm and on the physical. And the Most High has made judgment, and it's time for you to receive either the blessing or deal with the consequences of your actions up to this point. So this is the Aquarian full moon energy. And now this here is talking about the sun shining light on the situation in this opposing Leo energy. So it's not really that opposing, it's more conflicting, because both value their independence highly. It's just the way they do it, basically. And so this is talking about having a very strong foundation for a fulfilling lifestyle coming up. And this is talking about the basic beginning steps of ultimate fulfillment. So this can represent, having, if this is about new love, it could represent that you have the down payment for the castle, but you still have the mortgage payments to make. It can represent, the question was popped, both people said yes, and now their wedding is being planned, but then you're going to have to pour that energy into the relationship for it to continue to be ultimately fulfilling for both partners. And it also can be talking, if it's not about, because this is considered like the official marriage card for tarot, but this can also be considered to be a situation of, just a strong foundation for a new start in a business or a new idea or moving, changing location, wanting something different in your life, looking for a better lifestyle. And then we have the energy here of the Two of Pentacles. So this is the Pentacle energy is representing health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D world. And, it's shaped in like coin because, of course, money is a huge part of that. But you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle you want if you don't have your health or you have love in your life or, be doing what it is that you want to do. So this is representing more lifestyle. Now, this card, it can be talking about a lot of multitasking, being very busy, and being busy. Sometimes we get busy and we start off really small with a wave here, and then it gains momentum. And before you know it, we're being so busy that every second of our day is full and we aren't really living a lifestyle. We're more just trying to catch up all the time. And that's when the danger is when you end up having more quantity than quality work done, and you end up doing things twice because you didn't take the time to do it properly in the first place. And this is also talking about an energy sometimes of juggling. And so you might be having to juggle time between your family life and your home, like your business life. It could represent juggling, time between the two, work hard, play hard. Like it's about extremes. And generally it's with the reading of in the context of this full moon, it could be about, how much do you value of your own individual self and how much time do you pour into your own needs as opposed to pouring into the group's needs. And how do you do that? Are you my way or the highway, or are you like more inclusive? It's that type of energy. This is saying juggle your options, but never juggle your morals. And then this is saying the Magician's coming in here and saying there's an energetic upgrade happening. So this is good news. It's talking about, there's a lot of really good energy in this reading moving forward. We have the Magician has the infinity symbol above his head, and this is representing 100% infinite potential to the power of infinity and beyond, bringing your thoughts as above, down below, to the physical plane and creating a beautiful garden for yourself. Now, this is talking about you having all the tools that you need, but you have to put your energy into learning how to use them and which tool is most efficient for which job. Plus, you notice that the Magician here has the Ouroboros around his waist. Like the full moon energy is a great time to let go of anything that you want to shed. The Ouroboros is a snake biting its tail, and it can talk about getting caught in these loops of energy that are not as beneficial, or juggling morals or something like that. But it also can talk about letting go and shedding your skin of anything like the snake does that that is getting in the way of how you want to live and having the lifestyle and that you want to live. And it's talking about, that's what the full moon is about. And, at the new moon, 2 weeks ago, you might have made plans, planted seeds to move forward in something. And this is making sure that you let go of that so that 2 weeks from now, when you see what progress you've made on that, when the new moon comes out, that you can say, oh, well, you can see what needs to be done and what needs to be let go of even more. And so this is really a powerful reading for moving forward. It's talking also, we have the energy of this fulfillment, this promise of fulfillment and this strong foundation with a new lover, if that's what you're looking for, or if it's more like a business thing, or even with family, whatever, and you already have a family, of possibly thinking about changing location, or you changing your career or something like that, that it will be a blessing for you, as long as you stay on the right side of the law, spiritual, and on the physical plane. If you aren't, then you're going to run into some issues, you know, that you're going to have to deal with. We have the Magician shining light on the situation as well, saying that if you're in this cold energy, you're not going to be in it as you know, you don't have to stay in this energy. You may have been hurt by another lover, but if you don't open yourself up to the healing and allow yourself to have love in your life, then how are you going to, you know, you're going to be sitting there like the queen with her, she has her left hand out, she wants to receive it, but she's got her sword up. So which is it? Are you going to be cold, or are you going to warm your heart up a little here? It's, you know, and I mean, she might have really, really, really good reason for being in the energy she's in, but eventually you have to decide to heal from the past hurts and relationships and whatever has happened in your life, so that you can allow the new in. And we have also this energy of this juggling. So someone could have definitely in the past year been juggling morals, and it has had a huge effect on you, especially maybe in your romantic love life. But I feel like this is saying maybe that you're ready for that new love to come in, and you're ready to expand your horizons, and to, you know, not just be busy working, you know, you want to actually have that lifestyle that you want. So this is a really good reading for you, Scorpio. It's giving really good advice, and there's a lot of promise. I really have been enjoying doing this new spread. I really wanted to focus, like we generally will feel the full moon 3 days before and after. And we're on the, as I'm doing this reading, we're a few days away from where the full moon's on the 29th, and I believe it's the 23rd or the 24th now. So we're moving into that energy. And we did move out. We had Mercury in retrograde, and now Mercury is gone direct for a couple days now. So the communication is way stronger. And so now might be the best time for you to consider moving forward if you have your eye on someone, or someone has their eye on you, and this energy comes up. It feels like it's really strong. I'm going to clarify it for those who want clarification. If you're leaving the reading here, thank you for your time and energy. I very much appreciate your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. They're helping me build my channel. I'm going to clarify with my oracle, and this is Tales from the Vector. The numbers on these cards represent the energy of the paintings as they're listed in the gallery on my website, talesfromthevector.com. So you can, it's courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And the numbers here I have on my website, I have a gallery. This is how they're numbered. I will put them in the description box below if you want to check them out. They say painting is like 1,000 words. Maybe it'll even give you further clarity. We do have the Aries energy sitting right here on this love, new love. So definitely there's an option for new love. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean, for sure, this would indicate probably that you are not, it's not someone that you've had a relationship with before. It could be someone you know, but maybe you don't know that well, or maybe you haven't, you know, been in a relationship with, you may know of them. And this is also talking about, are you going to just keep doing, or are you going to allow yourself to be loved, be happy, be in this, you know, this strong energy, and, you know, being able to just be yourself and be your authentic self. Sometimes it is important that we look after our own needs, and sometimes we need to consider the needs of, you know, the group, and you have to have you have to have your discretion around that. And, you know, there's times when one way is better than the other. And so we do have the moon energy sitting right on this Aquarius moon energy. So this is talking about reckless abandon, as in WRECK. So this is saying that If you're being your authentic self and you've done the work and you are, you know what you want in your life, you have that clarity now, like the Queen of Swords. The difficulty does give you the art of discernment, and then you understand better, if you've learned from the past, then moving into a new relationship or a new way of doing business or moving to a new city, a new country, whatever this is, could be very beneficial for you. And then we have, whoops, I grabbed the wrong card, but hey, look at that. We do have a reward coming in. It wanted to come out. So this is talking about being a big reward for you. We do have a big transition happening here. So the Death card is talking about one cycle ending and another cycle beginning. And this is something maybe that you did start thinking about at the last new moon, and now you are thinking about really actually starting to put this into action. So the Death card kind of scares people a lot of the time, but it's not talking about physical, very rarely. It's talking more about ending one cycle and starting a new one. And I feel like that's what this reading basically is about. Look at that. We have the Nine of Pentacles. No wonder we have that here. No more juggling pentacle energy here. So if you've been on the right side of the law, this is talking about the Nine of Pentacles, is talking about, that's one away from the ultimate. And then we have the one at the top here that just wanted to jump out of the deck. And so it is talking about having that ultimate lifestyle. The Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. So it's talking about someone who, it's saying that you have really taken the time to, figure out, learn from the past. And the Empress energy in tarot, the Empress is in the major arcana, and she embodies the qualities of all four queens in the minor arcana. She has learned things the hard way. So this is basically saying you've learned from the past, but you're ready to step into this powerful manifestation role. This is about someone who, the energy is maternal, loving. It's talking about being able to manifest the lifestyle that you want. There's 9 pentacles here. This always reminds me of Nikola Tesla. He would always say, Nikola Tesla, the famous inventor and genius, would say, if you knew the beauty of the 369, then you would have the key to the universe. And I feel like that falcon represents that energy. When you learn the art of discernment, how much time, money, energy are you going to invest in yourself, in other people, in projects? What do you anticipate the return being? Is it a fair exchange of energy? Are you making sure you look after your own needs as well as the needs of others? Because if you don't, then you won't have the ability to empower others if you can't even empower yourself. So this is talking, she has her hand on 6 pentacles. She has 3 in the bush basically behind her here. Altogether it's 9. And I feel like Nikola Tesla was talking about that ratio of, 2/3 she has her hand on. This energy is talking about, she makes sure that she has enough pentacles, time, money, and energy to be able to meet the needs, the requirements to keep her family going and her businesses going, and then have enough left over in case of an emergency. And we have the 3 here, and maybe one could be for charity, another for an energy of investing in something that's more risky. If it turns out, it'd be a huge leap forward in your financial portfolio. If it doesn't, it's not going to affect your ability to pay your bills. And the other one maybe could just be saving up for a family holiday or something, like really understanding that energy. I don't know why I keep pulling cards out of this deck. This is the first time. I'm haven't done this before. Let's see what the Oracle has to say. Look at that. The Oracle is saying, yes, exactly. This is talking about, Taurus is the second sign in the zodiac, and it's talking about this ability to be able to manage your money and your love. at the same time. So this is perfect. It's talking about, it's the second sign in the zodiac, and this is when you're a toddler. If you've ever had toddlers, like, they are so lovable, and they're always why, and they're a lot of fun to be around. But if you ask them to share something and they don't want to share, like their favorite toy, they will throw a temper tantrum and be like a bull in a china shop. And so this is talking about coming from the Taurus energy all the way up to this energy. So for whatever reason, these two cards wanted to come out, so they're out, saying like this is a huge transition. Like if you add this pentacle to this energy, now you have the ultimate in your lifestyle, and you have also this promise of fulfillment in love. So what more could you ask for, really? Let's stop the reading here. Let's keep going, and we'll make sure that we get to what the sun wants to shine on this. This is saying that you're mature enough now to understand love, and understand, you can anticipate a really good energy from this, because the exchange will be very beneficial for you. This is someone that is perfect for you at this time in your life. Maybe they wouldn't have been before, and maybe they wouldn't, it wouldn't have been worked out before, but now you can anticipate a really good relationship that's very beneficial for both of you. It's because you're mature enough to deal with it at this time. And you notice this is talking about love and money, and so is this talking about the love part of this relationship. Someone that you could make a commitment to, and they could make a commitment with you, and it would be a really good arrangement. We have the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. So this is really awesome energy. The Wheel of Fortune is saying it's really good news coming up for you, especially if you've been on the correct side here, and there's justice coming down. If there's been some juggling of pentacles or whatever, it looks like they're all coming back to you. Whatever was going on is now going in your favor for sure. And then we have the Emperor energy. I was wondering if the Emperor was going to show up. This is high level performance. It's talking about being in the energy of, the Emperor is all four kings rolled into one person, and very, very high level performance. Like, he wears his armor underneath his robe. He's ready to grab opportunity at any moment. The thing about the Emperor that's interesting too, in this Leo energy, the Emperor can be quite controlling, my way or the highway, but usually he's earned that. It's not like a young, someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. This is an alpha male energy. He's been there, done that, and he's not going to entertain doing things. He's not in the mood for bullshit either. So he appreciates the fact that this queen, that she's a little cold right now, but he figures he can warm her up, because this energy is talking about requiring that from a partner at this stage in life, requiring someone that has the discernment to know when to stand up for themselves and put themselves first, and when it's necessary to put the group first. Really, really good energy. I like this reading a lot. I do hope you've enjoyed it as well, Scorpio. I'm enjoying doing these readings in this way. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoy this as well. I feel like it's putting that focus on that full moon, and I'll do a new moon one following, and we'll see how much progress we can make. Thank you for your time and energy. Likes, comments, shares, subscribes. I really, truly do appreciate them all. And I will be back with another reading for you soon. Bye for now, Scorpio.